page T 7.1. Political Science, Model Paper 7, Exercise 1. In which of the following countries do units of the Federation not have equal representations in the upper house of central legislature? A. India, B. Switzerland, C. Australia, and D. United States of America. Correct answer is A, that is India. Exercise 2. In the United States of America, who among the following use filibuster? A. The Congress to pressurize the President. B. The President to prevent the introduction of a bill in the Congress. C. Members of the Senate to obstruct the passage of a bill. And C. Employers to break up and employees strike. The correct answer is C, that is members of the Senate to obstruct the passage of a bill. Exercise 3. Who among the following is vested with power to recall or remove officials such as the President and the Vice President of People's Republic of China? A. The Standing Committee of the National People's Congress. B. Chairman of the Central Military Commission. C. The National People's Congress. And D. The President of the Supreme People's Court. The correct answer is C, that is the National People's Congress. Exercise 4. The President of South Africa is elected by whom among the following? A. National Assembly. B. National Assembly and National Council of Provinces. C. President of Constitutional Court. D. Citizens of the country in a direct election. The correct answer is A, that is National Assembly. Exercise 5. Partial responsible governments in the provinces had been established under which one of the following acts? A. The Government of India Act 1919. B. The Government of India Act 1935. C. Indian Councils Act 1909. And D. India Councils Act 1892. The correct answer is A. The Government of India Act 1919. Exercise 6. According to the Cabinet Mission Plan, which one of the following was the method of electing the Constituent Assembly? A. Universal adult franchise. B. Partly elected by the provincial assemblies and partly nominated by the Governor General. C. Nominated by the princely states. And D. Partly elected by the provincial assemblies and partly nominated by I repeat D only. D. Partly elected by the provincial assemblies and partly nominated by princes. The correct answer is D, that is partly elected by the provincial assemblies and partly nominated by princes. Exercise 7. What were the salient features of the Government of India Act 1935? 1. Provincial autonomy. 2. Diarchy at the center. 3. Abolition of diarchy in the states. And 4. Retention of excluded areas. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 2 and 3 only. B. 1, 2 and 4 only. C. 1, 3 and 4 only. D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1. Provincial autonomy. 2. Diarchy at the center. 3. Abolition of diarchy in the states. And 4. Retention of excluded areas. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page T 7.2. Exercise 8. Which of the following terms was not included in a, within invert comma, Union of Trinity, invert comma close, by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in his excluding speech in the Constituent Assembly? A. Liberty. B. Flexibility. And C. Equality. And D. Fraternity. The correct answer is D, that is flexibility. Exercise 9. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. List 1, head list 1, committees. Under the head list 1 committee, in the vertical column, against serial number capital A, Bordoli committee against serial number capital B, Shauri committee against serial number capital C, Goswami committee against serial number capital D, Chaban committee. Under the head list 2 objective in the vertical column against serial number 1 to introduce reforms in the electoral system, against serial number 2 to prepare a system of governance for the hill areas of the northeast, against serial number 3 to study nexus between politicians and criminals, against serial number 4 to examine feasibility of right to information, against serial number 5 to study measures to prevent defection of legislatures. Code in the horizontal column, the heads are capital A, capital B, capital C and capital D. Under the head capital A in the vertical column against serial number A5, B2, C5 and D2. Under the head capital D in the vertical column against serial number A4, B1, C1 and D4. Under the head capital D, C, under the head capital C against serial, in the vertical column against serial number A1, B3, D3, C3 and D1. Under the head capital D in the vertical column against serial number A2, B5, C2 and D5. The correct answer is D, that is under the head capital A, Bordoli committee, 2, that is to prepare a system of governance for the hill areas of the northeast. Under the head capital B, Shauri committee, 4, that is to examine feasibility of right to information. Under the head capital C, Goswami committee, 1, that is to introduce reforms in the electoral system. Under the head capital D, Chaban committee, 5, that is to study measures to prevent defection of legislators. Exercise 10. Which one of the following recommended the abolition of the post of governor or of a state? A, the Rajamanna committee, B, the Sarkaria committee, C, the Governors Conference and D, the First Administrative Reforms Commission. The correct answer is A, the Rajamanna committee. Exercise 11. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1, provision in the vertical column against serial number capital A, provisions concerning administration of tribal areas. Against serial number capital B, language of the union. Against serial number capital C, trade and commerce within India. Against serial number capital D, the executives of the union. Under the head, these two contained in within inverted comma in the vertical column against serial number 1, chapter 1 of part 5 of the Constitution of India, chapter 2, part 13 of the Constitution of India, chapter 3, part 17 of the Constitution of India, against serial number 4, 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. Code in the horizontal column, heads are capital A, capital B, capital C and capital D. Under the head capital A in the vertical column against serial number A2, B4, C2, D4. Under the head capital B against serial number A1, B3, C3 and D1. Under the head capital C against serial number A4, B2, C2, 4 and D2. Under the head capital D against serial number A3, B1, C1 and D3. The correct answer is B. That is under the head capital B. Under the head capital A, provisions concerning administration of tribal areas. 4, that is 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. Under the head capital B, language of the Union. 3, that is part 17 of the Constitution of India. Under Article C, trade and commerce with India. 2, that is part 13 of the Constitution of India. Under the head capital D, the executive of the Union. 1, that is chapter 1 of part 5 of the Constitution of India. Exercise 12. Before giving any decision on questions as to disqualification of a member of either House of Parliament, the President of India shall obtain the opinion of each one of the following: A, Supreme Court, B, Election Commission, C, Attorney General of India and D, Solicitor General of India. The correct answer is B, that is Election Commission. Exercise 13. Which one of the following is not correct about Finance Commission? A, the members of the commission are appointed by the President. B, it is to act as a balancing wheel of Indian fiscal federalism. And C, the qualifications of members of the commission are determined by the President. D, if it is constituted under its constitution under the provisions of Article 280 of the Constitution of India. The correct answer is C, that is the qualifications of members of the commission are determined by the President. The correct answer is C, the qualifications of members of the commission are determined by the President. Absolutely. It's Political Science, Model Paper 7, page 7T7.3. Exercise 14. Consider the following pairs. 1. Taxes levied by the union but collected and appropriated by the state, stamp duties. 2. Taxes levied and collected by the centre but assigned to states, taxes on railway fares and freight. Which one of the pairs given above is of the are correct? Are correctly matched? A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. That is 1. Taxes levied by the union but collected and appropriated by the state, stamp duty. 2. Taxes levied and collected by the centre but assigned to states, taxes on railway fares and freight. Exercise 15. The temporary and transitional provisions mentioned in Part 21 of the Constitution of India relate to which states? 1. Jammu and Kashmir. 2. Nagaland. 3. Assam. 4. Andhra Pradesh. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A 1 only, B 3 and 4 only, C 1, 2 and 3 only, D 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1. Jammu and Kashmir. 2. Nagaland. 3. Assam and 4. Andhra Pradesh. Exercise 16. Directive principles of state policy direct the state for which of the following? 1. To secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the people. 2. Separation of judiciary from executive. 3. To improve public health. Select the correct answer using the code given up below. A 1 and 2 only, B 2 and 3 only, C 1 and 3 only, and D 1, 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is D, that is 1, 2 and 3. 1. To secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the people. 2. Separation of judiciary from executive. 3. To improve public health. Exercise 17. Consider the following statements. 1. Robert Keohane and Joseph Nye have discussed the changes in global environment resulting from the information age in their theory of complex interdependence in international relations. 2. The theory of complex interdependence is an opposing theory to new realism in international relations. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A 1 only, B 2 only, C both are 1 and 2, and D neither 1 and 2. With B 2 only. The theory of complex interdependence is an opposing theory to new realism in the international relations. The correct answer is B, that is 2 only. I repeat, 2. The theory of complex interdependence is an opposing theory to new realism in international relations. Exercise 18. In the context of the Right to Information Act 2005, which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Under the head body, A. Supreme Court. Under the head Competent Authority, Chief Justice of India. Under the head body, B. Union Public Service Commission. Competent Authority, Chairman, Union Public Commission. Under the head body, C. Lok Sabha. Competent Authority. Under the head Competent Authority against Lok Sabha, Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Under the head body, D. High Court of State. Competent authority, Chief Justice of the High Court. The correct answer is B. That is under the head body, Union Public Service Commission. Competent authority, Chairman, Union Public Service Commission. Chairman, Union Public Service Commission. Exercise 90. Consider the following. 1. The budget allocated to each agency of a public authority. 2. Particulars of recipients of concessions, permits or authorizations granted by a public authority. Information in respect of which the above is obligatory for the public authority to publish under the Right to Information Act 2005. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. 1. The budget allocated to each agency of the public authority. 2. Particulars of recipients of concessions, permits or authorizations granted by a public authority. Exercise 20. Which of the following issues are included in the terms of reference of the Commission of Center-State Relations set up by the Government of India? 1. Interlinking of rivers. 2. Devolution of powers and autonomy to Panchayati Raj institutions. 3. Freeing interstate trade. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A 1 and 2 only, B 2 and 3 only, C 1 and 3 only, and D 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is C, that is 1 and 3 only. Interlinking of rivers. 3, that is freeing interstate trade. Page T7.4, Political Science, Model Paper 7, Exercise 21. Which one of the following is not included in Article 19 of the Constitution of India, pertaining to the right to freedom? A. Right to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. B. Right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. 3. C. Right to form associations or unions. Right to assemble peaceably and without arms. Correct answer is B, that is right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. Exercise 22. Waverian bureaucracy is a less efficacious instrument of social change for developing countries. This criticism of Weber's theory of bureaucracy is attributed to whom among the following? A. Karl Friedrich. B. Lawrence J. Peter. C. Paul Appleby. And D. Joseph Laparambara. The correct answer is D, that is Joseph Laparambara. Exercise 23. Consider the following statements. Under Article 200 of the Constitution of India, the Governor may 1. Withhold his assent to a bill passed by the state legislature. 2. Reserve the bill passed by the state legislature for the consideration of the President. 3. Return a bill other than a money bill for reconsideration of the legislature. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, B. D. 1, 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is 1. Withhold his assent to a bill passed by the state legislature. 2. Reserve the bill passed by the state legislature for the consideration of the President. 3. Return a bill other than a money bill for reconsideration of the legislature. Exercise 24. Which one of the following writ is issued by the courts for release of a person unlawfully detained? A. Quo warranto. B. Prohibition. C. Habeas corpus. And D. Certiorari. The correct answer is C, that is habeas corpus. Exercise 28. Which one of the following is the correct statement? Proclamation of emergency in a state under Article 356 can continue beyond 1 year if A. the High Court of the state certifies that the situation in the state is very serious. B. The Governor of the state certifies that the law and order situation in the state is not under control. C. The Election Commission certifies that it is difficult to hold elections to the Assembly. D. The President is satisfied about the grave situation in the state through independent investigation. The correct answer is B. The Election Commission certifies that it is difficult to hold elections to the Assembly. Exercise 26. Consider the following statements. 1. No proclamation of emergency can be made by the President of India unless the Union Ministers of Cabinet rank, headed by the Prime Minister, recommended to him in writing that such a proclamation should be issued. 2. The President of India must issue a proclamation of revocation of emergency any time that the Lok Sabha passes a resolution disapproving the proclamation or its continuance. Which of the statements given above is of the correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. 1 means no proclamation of emergency can be made by the President of India unless the Union Ministers of Cabinet rank, headed by the Prime Minister, recommended to him in writing that such a proclamation should be issued. 2. The President of India must issue a proclamation of revocation of emergency any time that the Lok Sabha passes a resolution disapproving the proclamation of all its continuance. Exercise 27. Which of the following statements does not reflect the jurisdiction of the Committee on Estimates? A. It suggests alternative policies in order to bring efficiency and economy in administration. B. It examines whether the money is well laid out within the limits of the policy implied in the estimates. C. It suggests the form in which estimates are to be presented to Parliament. D. It helps in checking governmental extravagance and making demands as its report is debated in the House. The correct answer is D, that is, it helps in checking governmental extravagance in making demands as its report is debated in the House. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page T 7.5. Exercise 28. Consider the following statements. 1. The Parliamentary Committee on Empowerment of Women was constituted for the first time after formation of the 14th Lok Sabha. 2. Margaret Alva was appointed as the chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Empowerment of Women after the formation of the 14th Lok Sabha. Exercise 3. The Parliamentary Committee on Empowerment of Women consists of 20 members of the Lok Sabha and 10 members of the Rajya Sabha. Which of the statements given above is correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. 3 only, and 4 none. The correct answer is C only. The correct answer is C, that is 3 only. 3. The Parliamentary Committee on Empowerment of Women consists of 20 members of the Lok Sabha and 10 members of the Rajya Sabha. Exercise 29. Which one of the following is the correct sequence through which an ordinary bill passes through in the Parliament? A. Authentication, discussion of principles, clause by clause consideration, post-introduction motion, assent. B. Post-introduction motion, discussion of principles, clause by clause consideration, authentication, assent. B. C. Discussion of principle, authentication, post-introduction motion, clause by clause consideration, assent. D. Discussion of principles, post-introduction motion, clause by clause consideration, authentication, assent. The correct answer is B, that is post-introduction motion, discussion of principles, clause by clause consideration, assent. No, wrong. I repeat, B, post-introduction motion, discussion of principles, clause by clause consideration, authentication and assent. Exercise 30. Consider the following statement in respect of the Supreme Court of India. 1. He has the power to deliver advisory opinion on any question of fact or law referred to it by the President. 2. Salaries of the judges of the Supreme Court are subject to vote by Parliament. 3. The jurisdiction is binding on all other courts within India. Which of the said statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, and D. 1, 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is C, that is 1 and 3 only. 1. It has the power to deliver advisory opinion on any question of fact or law referred to it by the President. 3. Its jurisdiction is binding on all other courts within India. Exercise 31. Through which one of the following famous cases in American legal history, did Justice John Marshall establish the doctrine of judicial review? A. Dred Scott versus Sanford. B. Roe versus Wade. C. Marbury versus Madison. And D. Baker versus Carr. The correct answer is C, that is Marbury versus Madison. Exercise 32. In which of the following cases has the Supreme Court observed that where public interest is undermined by any arbitrary act, perverse executive action, the High Court can issue a writ? A. Chaitanya versus State of Karnataka. B. High Court of Judicature at Bombay versus S.K. Rangarao Patel. C. State of West Bengal versus Sampat. And D. Raunak International Limited versus IVR Construction Limited. The correct answer is A, that is Chaitanya versus State of Karnataka. Exercise 33. Constitution within bracket 73rd Amendment Act that provided for the establishment of panchayats also made which of the following provisions? 1. Addition of a new schedule 11 to the Constitution listing 29 subjects which are to be handled by the panchayats. 2. Addition of a new schedule within bracket 11 to the Constitution listing 18 subjects which are to be handled by the panchayats. 3. Bar on the courts to question the validity of laws relating to delimitation of constituencies. 4. Number of seats in panchayats not to be less than 1/3, including the number of seats reserved for women belonging to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes be reserved for women. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1, 3 and 4, B. 1 and 3 only, C. 2 and 3 only, and D. 1 only. The correct answer is B, that is 1 and 3 only. 1. Addition of a new schedule 11 to the Constitution listing 29 subjects which are to be handled by the panchayats. 3 means bar on the courts to question the validity of laws relating to determination of, I repeat 3, bar on the courts to question the validity of laws relating to delimitation of constituencies. 8. D. 7.6. Political Science, Model Paper 7. Exercise 34. Consider the following statements. 1. Like the judge of a high court, the Advocate General of a state is appointed by the President of India and holds office during the pleasure of the President. 2. In the M.C. Mehta versus Union of India case, within bracket Kanpur Tanneries matter, bracket proposed, the Supreme Court prioritized development over environmental issues. Which of the statements given above is of the car correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, and D. neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is D, that is neither 1 and 2. Exercise 35. Consider the following with respect to the Union of India. 1. Formation of the State of Nagaland. 2. States Reorganization Act. 3. Formation of the State of Haryana. 4. Formation of the State of Gujarat. Which one of the following is the correct chronological order of the correct chronological order of the above? A. 4231, B. 2431, C. 4213, and D. 2413. The correct answer is D, that is 2413. 2. States Reorganization Act. 4. Formation of the State of Gujarat. 1. That is formation of the State of Nagaland. 3. That is formation of the State of Haryana. Exercise 36. Which one of the following is the correct statement? Justice Ismail Commission was constituted to A. Investigate Godhra violence. B. Study reservation for OBCs. C. Study the status of Navratna companies. And D. Investigate police excesses in prisons. The correct answer is D, that is investigate police excesses in prisons. Exercise 37. Consider the following statements. 1. The Supreme Court of India can sit only in Delhi. 2. The Supreme Court of India can sit in places other than Delhi, which the Chief Justice of India may appoint with the approval of the President. 3. The Parliament may by law make provisions for conferring supplementary powers upon the Supreme Court. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A. 1 and 3, B. 2 and 3, C. 2 only, and D. 3 only. The correct answer is B, that is 2 and 3. 2. The Supreme Court of India can sit in places other than Delhi, which the Chief Justice of India may appoint with the approval of the President. 3. The Parliament may by law make provisions for conferring supplementary powers upon the Supreme Court. Exercise 38. Consider the following statements about citizenship. 1. Citizenship confers on a person the membership in a political community. 2. In democratic societies, a citizen is one who enjoys the right to participate in the political process. 3. Exercising the right to vote is an essential condition for being a citizen in a democratic polity. 4. Most democracies today grant citizenship only to those persons who were born within their territory. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 2 only, D. 1, 2 and 3 only. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 2 only, and D. 1, 2, 3 and 4 only. The correct answer is D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1. Citizenship confers on a person the membership in a political community. 2. In democratic societies, a citizen is one who enjoys the right to participate in the political process. 3. Exercising the right to vote is an essential condition for being a citizen in a democratic polity. And 4. Most democracies today grant citizenship only to those persons who were born within their territory. The correct answer is D then. Exercise 39. Within inverted comma. Over himself, over his mind and body, the individual is sovereign, inverted comma close. Who among the following made this statement? A. H. J. Lasky, B. Immanuel Kant, and C. J. S. Mill, and D. G. W. F. Hegel. The correct answer is C, that is J. S. Mill. Exercise 40. In Raoult's theory, rights are based on which of the following principles? A. Deontologism, B. Hedonism, C. Pragmatism, and D. Idealism. The correct answer is C, that is pragmatism. Exercise 41. Who among the following is not a proponent of the theory of natural rights? A. Thomas Hobbes, B. John Locke, C. Thomas Jefferson, and D. Jeremy Bentham. The correct answer is D, that is Jeremy Bentham. Exercise 42. The idea of equality is not manifest in the thoughts of which one among the following? A. Eric Vogelin, B. Julius K. Nyerere, and C. R. H. Tawane, and D. George Bernard Shaw. The correct answer is A, that is Eric Vogelin. Exercise 43. Who among the following argued that justice is the first virtue of social institutions? A. G. W. F. Hegel, B. Karl Marx, C. Charles Taylor, and D. John Rawls. The correct answer is D, that is John Rawls. Political Science Model Paper 7, page T7.7. Exercise 44. Which one of the following cannot be considered a theorist of democracy? A. Alexis de Tocqueville, B. J. J. Rousseau, C. J. S. Mill, and D. F. W. Nietzsche. The correct answer is D, that is F. W. Nietzsche. Nietzsche spelling is Nietjsche. I repeat again, F. W. Nietzsche, Nietjsche. Exercise 45. Social democracy articulates its concern for the weak and vulnerable on the basis of which of the following? A. Uniform civil code, state ownership of industry and public health. B. Welfarism, redistribution and social justice. C. Trade unions, markets and more political parties. D. Unity, heroism and anti-capitalism. The correct answer is B, that is welfarism, redistribution and social justice. Exercise 46. Who among the following has expressed that an important view of representative democracy is that it is a mode of selecting leaders from a given set of elites who compete for people's vote? A. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, B. J. Schumpeter, C. Robert Dahl, and D. Norberto Bobbio. The correct answer is B, that is J. Schumpeter. Exercise 47. What amongst the following is the main thrust of neoliberalism? A. To place market efficiencies as foundation for political freedom and to argue for a limited role for the state. B. Commitment to an autonomous attitude to state, society and individual. C. To accord priority of the will of the majority. D. To extend power of a state beyond its borders. The correct answer is A. To place market efficiencies as foundation for political freedom and to argue for a limited role for the state. Exercise 48. Which one of the following is the correct statement? Marx and Engels suggest that under primitive communism there was no state because A. There were no classes and class conflict. B. Society was regulated by customs and traditions. C. The ruling class did not want a neutral agency such as state. And D. Productive forces were equally shared. The correct answer is D, that is productive forces were equally shared. Exercise 49. Which one of the following principles is rejected by pacifism? A. Racial national superiority. B. Obedience and personal loyalty to the leader. C. Organic solidarity, and D. Rights and liberties. I repeat again. I repeat exercise 49. Which one of the following principles is rejected by fascism? A. Racial/national superiority. B. Obedience and personal loyalty to the leader. And C. Organic solidarity. And D. Rights and liberties. The correct answer is D, that is rights and liberties. Exercise 50. The subordination of the individual to the state is an essential feature of which one of the following? A. Socialist doctrine. B. Feudal doctrine. C. Conservative doctrine. And D. Fascist doctrine. D. Fascist doctrine. The correct answer is D, that is fascist doctrine. Exercise 51. Which of the following has been justified by the new right? A. Free market society with welfare state. B. Free market society with minimal state. C. Free market society with planning in detail. D. Bureaucratic control and non-market economy. The correct answer is B, that is free market society with minimal state. Exercise 52. Chipko movement, which drew strength from Sarvodaya movement in its different phases, was mainly which one of the following? A. Quintessential peasant movement and a celebrated environment movement. B. Successful commercial forestry in certain catchments. C. Movement to prevent the loss of fund. I repeat, C. Movement to prevent the loss of land. And D. Movement to retain underground water table. The correct answer is A. Quintessential peasant movement and a celebrated environmental movement. Exercise 53. In which of the following 5-year plans was a state-wise breakup of the broad development targets, including targets for growth rates and social development, which are consistent with the national targets? Included for the first time: A. 7th 5-year plan, B. 8th 5-year plan, C. 9th 5-year plan, and D. 10th 5-year plan. The correct answer is C, that is 9th 5-year plan. Page D 7.8. Political Science, Model Paper 7, Exercise 54. Consider the following pairs in respect of the general elections 2004 to the 14th Lok Sabha. 1. Constituencies for general candidates. 80% within bracket approximately of the total 543 seats. 2. Constituencies reserved for scheduled caste candidates. 13.33% within bracket approximately of the total 543 seats. 3. Constituencies reserved for scheduled tribe candidates. 6.66% approximately of the total 543 seats. Which of the above pairs is are not correctly matched? A. 1 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, and D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is 1, 2 and 3. 1. Constituencies for general candidates. 1 constituencies for general candidates. 80% within bracket approximately of the total 543 seats. 2. Constituencies reserved for scheduled caste candidates. 13.33% approximately of the total 543 seats. 3. Constituencies reserved for scheduled tribe candidates. Constituencies reserved for scheduled tribe candidates. 6.66% approximately of the total 543 seats. Exercise 55. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. The head list 1, under the head list 1 in the vertical column against serial number A, second ballot system, serial number, again serial number capital B, alternative vote system within bracket AVS, again serial number capital C, additional member system within bracket AMS, again serial number capital D, limited vote system. Under the head list 2, in the vertical column again serial number 1, Japan, serial number 2, Germany, serial number 3, France, serial number 4, Australia. Code in the horizontal column, the heads are capital A, space capital B, space capital C, space capital D, and the head capital A in the vertical column. Again serial number A, 2, B3, C3 and D4. Again serial number capital B, A in the serial against serial number A1, B1, C4 and D2. Again serial under the head capital C, against serial number A4, 3, B2, C2 and D3. Under the head capital D in the vertical column, against serial number A1, B4, C1 and D1. The correct answer is C, that is under head A, second ballot system, 3, that is France. Under the head capital B, alternative vote system, AVS, 4, that is Australia. Under the head capital C, additional member system within bracket AMS, 2, Germany. Against under the head D, that is limited vote system, 1, that is Japan. Exercise 56. Consider the following statements. 1. World system analysis is wrong. Once again, repeat 1. World system analysis is a critique of both modernization theory and dependency theory. 2. In the world system approach, economic power is closely linked to political and strategic clout. 3. States which try to remain outside the orbit of the world economy find that they are unable to do so, being dependent upon it for trade, investment, technical assistance and aid. Which of the statements given above is are correct? A 1 only, B 1, 2 and 3, C 2 and 3 only, and D 1 and 3 only. The correct answer is 2 and 3 only. 2. In the world system approach, economic power is closely linked with political and strategic clout. 3. States which try to remain outside the orbit of the world economy find that they are unable to do so, being dependent upon it for trade, investment, technical assistance and aid. Exercise 57. Who among the following viewed the state as an embodiment of the collective consciousness of the people cultures? A. W. F. Hegel, B. John Locke, C. Immanuel Kant and D. J. Bodin. The correct answer is B. C. The correct answer is C, that is Immanuel Kant. Exercise 58. Which one of the following statements is not applicable to Morgenthau's theory? A. The master key is the concept of interest defined in terms of power. B. Power in man's control over the minds and actions of men. C. Political realism takes a fixed meaning of interest. D. Politics is governed by objective laws having roots in human nature. The correct answer is C, that is political realism takes a fixed meaning of interest. Exercise 59. Which one of the following principles is not endorsed by the realist theory in international relations? A. Principal actors in the international system are sovereign states. B. States are national actors engaged in pursuing their national interests. C. Overriding goal of each state is its security and survival. D. State survival is guaranteed best by adopting strategies of cooperation. The correct answer is D, that is state survival is guaranteed best by adopting strategies of cooperation. Exercise 60. Which among the following ideologies views government and all forms of institutionalized authority as a constraint on individual liberty? A. Liberalism, B. Anarchism, C. Individualism, and D. Guild socialism. The correct answer is B, that is anarchism. Exercise 61. Which of the following is the correct statement? Totalitarian state is the one which A. commands unquestioning obedience to the authority of the ruler. B. Guarantees conditions in which the individual can realize his true self. C. Claims to regulate every sphere of individual's life and activities. And D. As a natural organism possesses a will of its own to promote a good life. The correct answer is C, that is claims to regulate every sphere of individual's life and activities. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page T7.9. Exercise 62. Who among the following made the statement within inverted commas, sovereignty is the supreme power of state over citizens and subjects unhindered by law, inverted comma close? A. J. Bodin, B. H. Gardner, C. Harold J. Lasky, and D. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. The correct answer is A, that is J. Bodin. Exercise 63. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1 perspective, in the vertical column against serial number capital A, the new liberal perspective. Against serial number capital B, against serial number capital B, the liberal perspective. Against serial number capital C, the Marxist perspective. Against serial number capital D, the third world perspective. Under the head list 2 thinker, against serial number 1 John Rawls, against serial number 2 Edward Said, against serial number 3 Robert Nozick, against serial number 4 Rosa Luxemburg. Code in the horizontal column, the heads are capital A space capital B space capital C space capital T. Under the head capital A, in the vertical column, against serial number A4, B3, C4 and D3. Under the head capital B, in this vertical column, against serial number A2, B1, C1 and D2. Under the head capital C, in the vertical column, against serial number A3, B4, C3 and D4. Under the head capital D, in the vertical column, against serial number A1, B2, C2 and D1. The correct answer is B, that is under the head capital A, the neoliberal perspective. 3, that is Robert Nozick. Under the head capital B, the liberal perspective. 1, that is John Rawls. Under the head capital C, the Marxist perspective. 4, that is Rosa Luxemburg. Under the head capital D, the third world perspective. 2, that is Edward Said. Exercise 64. Consider the following statements and identify the one which is not a correct representation of Morgenthal's ideas. A. Morgenthau represents a realist theory of international relations. B. Morgenthau maintains that national interest and morality must determine state action. C. Morgenthau argues that national interest transcends all principle of morality. D. Morgenthau claims that national interests must guide the foreign policy of a state. The correct answer is C. Correct answer is B. The correct answer is B. That is, Morgenthau maintains that national interest and morality must determine state action. Exercise 65. Consider the following statements. 1. The Parliament is empowered to alter the boundaries of any existing state of India. 2. A bill pertaining to the alteration of the boundaries of any existing state of India can be introduced only in the Rajya Sabha and only on the recommendation of the President of India. I repeat, 2. A bill pertaining to the alteration of the boundaries of any existing state of India can be introduced only in the Rajya Sabha and only on the recommendation of the President of India. The correct answer, which of the statements given above is correct? A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, and D, neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is A, that is 1 only. The Parliament is empowered to alter the boundaries of any existing state of India. Exercise 66. For which one of the following has a provision not been exclusively stated in the Constitution of India? A, Interstate Council, B, All India Services, C, Contingency Fund of India, and D, National Development Council. The correct answer is D, that is National Development Council. Exercise 67. Vishakha and others versus State of Rajasthan case pertain to which one of the following? A, discrimination against women in the police service. B, reservation in promotion for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in government service. C, reservation in promotion for the other backward classes in government service. D, sexual harassment of women at workplaces. The correct answer is D, sexual harassment of women at workplaces. The correct answer is D, that is sexual harassment of women at workplaces. Exercise 68. Alain Turin is known for which one of the following? A, literature on social movements. B, literature on international relations. C, multi-party systems in democracy. And D, electoral reforms. The correct answer is A, that is literatures on social movements. Page T7.10. Political Science, Model Paper 7, Exercise 69. Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Under the head subject, in the vertical column against serial number A, abolition of untouchability. Serial number B, reservation of appointments or posts in favor of any backward class of citizen. Against serial number C, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Wrong, I repeat, exercise 69, which one of the following is not correctly matched? Under the head subject, A, abolition of untouchability. Article of Constitution in the Article 17. Under the B, under the head subject, reservation of appointments or posts in favor of any backward class of citizens. Under the head article of the Constitution of India, Article 16.4. Exercise C, under the head subject, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Under the head article of the Constitution of India, Article 18. Under the head subject, serial number D, laws inconsistent with or in derogation of the fundamental rights. Under article of the Constitution of India, Article 13. The correct answer is C, that is prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 18. Exercise 70. The judgment in the S.R. Mumai versus Union of India case pertain broadly to which article of the Constitution of India? A, Article 29, B, Article 32, C, Article 353 and D, Article 356. The correct answer is D, that is Article 356. Exercise 71. Which one among the following is not a member of the G8 countries whose last summit was held in Germany in June 2007? A, Italy, B, France, D, C, Japan, and D. China. The correct answer is D. China. Exercise 72. Consider the following statements. 1. The National Commission for Scheduled Tribes was constituted under the Constitution within bracket 89th Amendment. Serial number 2. The first National Commission for Scheduled Tribes was constituted on October 2, 2000. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is A. 1 only. That is 1. The National Commission for Scheduled Tribes was constituted under the Constitution within bracket 89th Amendment Act. Exercise 73. What is the minimum population below which panchayats at the intermediate level are not constituted as per provision of the Constitution within bracket 73rd Amendment Act? A. 20 lakh, B. 25 lakh, C. 30 lakh and D. 35 lakh. The correct answer is A, that is 20 lakh. Exercise 74. Consider the following statements. 1. The chairperson of a panchayat at district level is elected in such manner as the legislature of the state may by law provide. 2. Legislature of a state may by law provide for representation of members of the Legislative Assembly of the state representing constituencies which comprise wholly or partly a panchayat area at a level other than the village level in such panchayat. 3. The Lok Sabha may by law provide for the representation of its members representing constituencies which comprise wholly or partly a panchayat area at a level other than the village level in such panchayat. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A. 1 and 2, B. 2 only, C. 3 only, D. 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is B, that is 2 only. 2 means legislature of a state may by law provide for representation of members of the Legislative Assembly of the state representing constituencies which comprise wholly or partly a panchayat area at a level other than the village level in such panchayat. Exercise 75. Consider the following statements. 1. A bill pending in the Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha shall lapse on a dissolution of the Lok Sabha. 2. A bill pending in Parliament shall lapse by reason of the prorogation of the houses. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is D, that is neither 1 and 2. Exercise 76. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1, subject in the Constitution of India. List 2. Under the head list 1, subject in the Constitution of India. In the vertical column against serial number capital A, provisions relating to emergencies. Against serial number B, directive principle of state policy. Against serial number C, fundamental rights. Against serial number D, parliamentary system of government. Under list 2, similarity with which other constitution. In the vertical column against serial number 1, American Constitution. 2, Constitution of the German Reich. Under against serial number 3, United Kingdom. Serial number 4, Constitution of Ireland. Code in the horizontal column. The heads are capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D. Under the head capital A, in the vertical column against serial number A2, B4, C2 and D4. Under the head capital B, in the vertical column against serial number A4, B2, C4 and D2. Under the head capital C, against serial number A3, B1, C1 and D3. Under the head capital D, against serial number A1, B3, C3 and D1. The correct answer is C, that is under the head A, provisions relating to emergencies. 2, that is Constitution of the German Reich. Under the head capital B, Directive Principles of State Policy. 4, that is Constitution of IR. Under the head capital C, Fundamental Rights. 1, that is American Constitutions. Under the head capital D, Parliamentary System of Government. 3, that is United Kingdom. I repeat again, under the head capital D, Parliamentary System of Government. 3, that is United Kingdom. Exercise 77. Who among the following was not a member of the National Commission to review the working of the Constitution constituted by the Government of India in the year 2000? A. Salih J. Sarabji, B. C.R. Irani, C. P.A. Sangma, and D. Somnath Chatterjee. The correct answer is D, that is Somnath Chatterjee. Exercise 78. Which of the following were the main areas of concern for the National Commission to review the working of the Constitution? I repeat, exercise 78. Which of the following were the main areas of Which of the following were the main areas of concern for the National Commission to review the working of the Constitution constituted by the Government of India in the year 2000? 1. Electoral reforms. 2. Union-state relations. 3. Enlargement of fundamental rights. And 4. Administrative system and standards in public life. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1. Electoral reforms. 2. Union-state relations. 3. Enlargement of fundamental rights. And 4. Administrative system and standards in public life. Exercise 79. Which of the following broad issues are included in the terms of reference for the 13th Finance Commission? 1. Sustainable development. 2. Tax gross domestic product ratio. 3. Goods and service tax. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, and D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is 1, 2 and 3. 1. Sustainable development. 2. Tax gross domestic product ratio, and 3. Goods and service tax. Exercise 80. What is the proposed base of population figures by the 13th Finance Commission? A. 1971, B. 1981, C. 1991, and D. 2012. The correct answer is A, that is 1971. Directions. Each of the next 3 items consists of 2 statements, one labeled as the assertion A and the other as reason R. You are to examine these 2 statements carefully and select the answers to these items using the quotes given below. Quotes. A. Both A and R are individually true, and R is the correct expression of A. B. Both A and R are individually true, but R is not the correct expression of A. C. A is true, but R is false. D. A is false, but R is true. And now exercise 81, assertion A. Recommendations of the Rajya Sabha after a money bill is passed by the Lok Sabha and transmitted to the Rajya Sabha have to be accepted by the Lok Sabha within 14 days from receipt of the recommendation, and then get them incorporated in the bill. Reason R. Money bill cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha. 81. D. Correct answer is D. A is false, but R is true. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page T 7.11. Assertion 18, exercise 82. Assertion A. The Commission on Central-State Relations has been constituted by the Government of India by amending the Constitution of India, and thus a constitutional status has been bestowed on it. Reason R. Issues like role of governance, economic and social planning, which are a part of the terms of reference of the Commission, are very important issues in the governance of India. The correct answer is D, that is A is false but R is true. Exercise 83. Assertion A. Not contended, more merely laying down the fundamental principles of governance. The authors of the Indian Constitution followed the Government of India Act 1919 in providing matters of administrative details. Reason are, the authors of the Indian Constitution had the apprehension that in the prevailing conditions of the country at that time, the Constitution might be subverted unless the form of administration was also included. The correct answer is D, that is A is false but R is true. Exercise 84. Regional devolution in Britain falls short of federalism because of the supremacy of which one of the following? A. British Constitution, B. British Parliament, C. British Supreme Court, D. European Commission. The correct answer is C, that is British Parliament. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page 7.12, Exercise 85. According to conservatives, the British parliamentary institutions cannot be transplanted into India for which of the following reasons? A. These institutions are the cultural expressions of British society. B. India is a homogeneous society conducive to a presidential system of government. A biparty system is absolutely necessary for the effective functioning of British parliamentary system. D. The role of British monarch is critical for the smooth functioning of its parliamentary institutions. The correct answer is A, that is, these institutions are the cultural expression of British society. Exercise 86. Which of the following trends typify globalization? 1. The growing integration of national economies. 2. Political instability. 3. Increased flow of information. And 4. A growing geographical interdependence. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A 1 and 2 only, B 2 and 4 only, C 1, 2 and 4 only, D 1, 3 and 4 only. The correct answer is 1, C, D. The correct answer is D, 1, 3 and 4. 1. The growing integration of national economies. 3. That is increased flow of information. 4. A growing geographical interdependence. Exercise 87. Which of the following are the most important components of the Treaty on European Union? 1. European Parliament. 2. The European Community. 3. Common Foreign and Security Policy within bracket CFSP bracket close. 4. Justice and Home Affairs within bracket J stop H stop S bracket close. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A 1 and 3 only, B 2 and 4 only, C 1, 2 and 4, D 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is D, that is 2, 3 and 4. 2. The European Community. 3. Common Foreign and Security Policy within bracket capital C stop, capital F stop, capital S stop, capital P stop. And 4. Justice and Home Affairs within bracket capital J stop, A capital H stop, capital A bracket closed. Exercise 88. Who among the following has rejected the notion of a within inverted comma third world, claiming that there is only one world connected by a complex network of economic exchange relationships, a world economy? A. Emmanuel Wallerstein. B. Andre Gunder Frank. C. Samir Amin. And D. Paul Barron. The correct answer is A. Emmanuel Wallerstein. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page 7.13. Exercise 89. Who among the following have emphasized the environmental factor in decision-making approach? A. German, Allison and Ole Holstein. B. Talcott Parsons and Edward Shields. C. Harold and Margaret Sprout. D. Herbert Simon and J.W. Barton. The correct answer is C, that is Harold and Margaret Sprout. Exercise 90. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1 theorist, in the vertical column against serial number capital A, G.H. Sabine, against serial number capital B, G.E.G. Kathleen, under serial number capital C, Leo Strauss, under serial number capital D, Graham Wells. Under the head list 2 approach, in the vertical column against serial number 1 historical approach, against serial number 2 sociological approach, serial number 3 philosophical approach, serial number 4 psychological approach. Under code, in the horizontal column, the heads are capital A space capital B space capital C space capital D. Under the head capital A, in the vertical column against serial number A1, B3, C1 and D1. Under the head capital B, against serial number A2, B4, C4 and D2. Under the head capital C, again in the vertical column against serial number A3, B1, C3 and D1. Under the head capital D, against serial number A3, B2, C2 and D4. The correct answer is A. That is under serial number capital under head A, G.H. Sabine, 1, that is historical approach. Under the head capital B, G.G. Kathleen, 2, that is sociological approach. Under the head capital C, Leo Truss, 3, that is philosophical approach. Under the head capital D, that is Graham Wells, 4, that is psychological approach. Exercise 91. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1, in the vertical column against serial number A, capital A, the greatest happiness of the greatest number. There is serial number capital B, removal of hindrance to good life is the function of the state. Against serial number capital C, man is born free but everywhere he is in chains. Under list 2, under the head list 2, in the vertical column against serial number 1, T.H. Green, against serial number 2, J.J. Rousseau, and against serial number 3, J. Bentham, against serial number 4, J.S. Mill. The code within horizontal column, the heads are capital A space capital B space capital C. Under the head capital A, in the vertical column against serial number A3, B2, C3 and D2. Under the head capital B, in the vertical column against serial number A1, B4, C2 and D1. Under the head capital C, against serial number A2, B1, C1 and D4. The correct answer is A. That is under A. That is the greatest happiness of the greatest number, 3, that is J. Bentham. Under the head capital B, removal of hindrances to good life, that is the good life is the function of the state, 1, that is T.H. Green. Under the head capital C, that is man is born free but everywhere he is in chains, 2, that is J.J. Rousseau. Exercise 92 within inverted comma. The problem of a just society is not the single problem of economic equality, but the much more difficult problem of achieving simultaneously in one society both liberty and equality. Inverted comma close. Which system does this passage justify? A. Capitalism, B. Communism, C. Fascism and D. Democratic socialism. The correct answer is D, that is democratic socialism. Exercise 93. Which one of the following pairs of authors and book is correctly matched? A. John Locke, Leviathan. B. J.S. Mill, Representative Government. C. J.J. Rousseau, 2 treatises on government. D. Thomas Hobbes, Social Contract. The correct answer is B, that is J.S. Mill, Representative Government. Exercise 94. Which political thinker advocated, within inverted comma, plural voting, inverted comma close, to the higher educated citizens. A. J. Bentham, B. J. J. Russo, C. J. S. Mill, D. T. H. Green. The correct answer is C, that is J. S. Mill. Exercise 95. According to Marx, which one the following is the principle of distribution in the socialist state? A. Within inverted comma, from each according to his ability to each according to his needs, inverted comma close. B. Within inverted comma, from each according to his ability to each according to his work, inverted comma close. C. That property should be equally distributed among all. And D. That merit alone should be the basis of distribution. The correct answer is B, that is within inverted comma, from each according to his ability to each according to his work. Page T 7.14, Political Science, Model Paper 7, Exercise 96. Who among the following held the view that the within inverted comma state comes into existence for the sake of life and it continues for the sake of good life? A. J. Bentham, B. T. H. Green, C. Aristotle, and D. Plato. The correct answer is C, that is Aristotle. Exercise 97. What is the main object of protective discrimination? A. To give special advantages to a particular group. B. I repeat again. A. To give special advantages to a particular group. B. To raise a disadvantaged group to a level where they can compete with other sections of society on equal footing. C. To give financial assistance to the poor. D. To promote class interest. The correct answer is B. To raise a disadvantaged group to a level where they can compete with other sections of society on equal footings. Exercise 98. Which one of the following is the correct statement? In the pluralist theory, A. I repeat, exercise 97. The correct answer is B, that is to raise a disadvantaged group to a level where they can compete with other sections of society on equal footing. Exercise 98. Which one of the following is the correct statement? In the pluralist theory, A. The state is one among several associations. B. The state is the sovereign association. C. The state is subordinate to other associations. D. The state includes the whole society. The correct answer is A. The state is one among several associations. Exercise 99. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below. Given below the lists. Under the head list 1, A. Dorkin, B. Sandel, C. Mariam Miss, and D. Foucault. Under the head list 2, 1. Liberalism, 2. Communitarianism, 3. Ecofeminism, and 4. Post-structuralism. Code in the horizontal column, the heads are capital A space capital B space capital C space capital D. Under the head capital A, in the vertical column, against serial number A3, B1, C3 and D1. Under the head capital B, in the vertical column, against serial number A4, B2, C2 and D4. Under the head capital C, in the vertical column, against serial number A1, B3, C1 and D3. Under the head capital T, in the vertical column, against serial number A2, B4, C4 and D2. The correct answer is B, that is under A. Dorkin, 1, that is liberalism. Under the head capital B, Sandel, 2, that is communitarianism. Under the head capital C, Maria Mies, 3, that is ecofeminism. Under the head capital D, Foucault, 4, that is post-structuralism. Exercise 100. Which is negative theory, negative liberty? A. Absence of constraints of law. B. Absence of external hindrances. C. Freedom to pursue one's own good. D. Freedom to choose. Correct answer is A, that is absence of constraints of law. Exercise 101. Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? A. J. Bentham, legal rights. B. J. Locke, natural rights. C. I. Kant, moral rights. And D. G.W.F. Hegel, cultural rights. The correct answer is D, that is G.W.F. Hegel, cultural rights. Exercise 102. Which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? A. Rawls impersonally best outcomes. B. Logic just initial acquisitions. C. Hayek social redistribution. And D. Bentham equal opportunities and resources. The correct answer is A, that is Rawls impersonally best outcomes. 103. Which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? Conference. The heads are conference and issue. Under the head conference A. Durban issue. Under the head issue South-South dialogue. Under the head conference B. Beijing. Under the head issue gender rights. C. Under the head conference Uruguay round. Under the head issue disarmament. Under the head serial number D. Under the head conference Copenhagen. Under the head issue global warming. The correct answer is B, that is under the head conference Beijing. Under the head issue gender rights. Under 104. Which one of the following countries is not a one-party system today? A. Vietnam. B. People's Republic of China. C. Poland. And D. North Korea. The correct answer is C, that is Poland. 105. Which one of the following is the correct association? A. Indira Sahai case, basic structure of the Constitution. B. Minerva Mills case, in invocation of Article 356. C. Maneka Gandhi case, just, fair and reasonable procedures of law. And D. Pandya versus Union of India case, financial emergency. The correct answer is C, that is Maneka Gandhi's case, just, fair and reasonable procedure of law. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page T7.15, exercise 106. Which among the following can attend the meetings of both houses of Parliament while being not a member of either of the house? A. Solicitor General of India. B. Vice President of India. C. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. D. Attorney General of India. The correct answer is D, Attorney General of India. Exercise 107. Consider the following commissions. A. 1. Kalelkar Commission on Backward Classes. 2. Sarkaria Commission on Center-State Relations. And 3. Shah Commission on Emergency Excesses. Which one of the following is the correct chronological order of the above? A. 2, 3, 1. B. 1, 2, 3. C. 2, 1, 3. And D. 1, 3, 2. The correct answer is D, that is 1, 3, 2. 1. Kalelkar Commission on Backward Classes. 3. Shah Commission on Emergency Excesses. 2. That is Sarkaria Commission on Center-State Relations. Exercise 108. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1 thinker, in the vertical column against serial number capital A, Mao Zedong, against serial number capital B, Antonio Gramsci, against serial number capital C, Jürgen Habermas, against serial number capital D, Herbert Marcuse. Under the list 2 concept, in the vertical column against serial number 1 one-dimensional method man, against serial number 2 new democracy, serial number 3 autonomy of superstructures, serial number 4 communicative rationality. In the code, in the horizontal column, in the heads are capital A space capital B space capital C space capital D. In the vertical column under capital A, in the vertical column against serial number A2, B4, C2 and D4. Under the head capital B, in the vertical column against serial number A1, B3, C3 and D1. Under the head capital C, in the vertical column against serial number A4, B2, C4 and D2. Under the head capital D, in the vertical column against serial number A3, B1, C1 and D3. The correct answer is C, that is under the head capital A, Mao Zedong. 2, that is new democracy. Under the head capital B, Antonio Gramsci. 3, that is autonomy of superstructures. Under the head capital C, that is Jürgen Habermas. 4, that is communicative rationality. Under the head capital D, Herbert Marcuse. 1, that is one-dimensional man. Exercise 109. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1, Marx's writing in the vertical column against serial number capital A, 18th Brumaire of Louis Bonaparte. Under the against serial number capital B, Paris Commune. Against serial number capital C, Grand Risset. Against serial number capital D, Poverty of Philosophy. Under the head list 2, Central Idea. In the vertical column against serial number 1, Method. Serial number 2, Critique of Utopian Socialism. Serial number 3, Analysis of Politics. Serial number 4, Dictatorship of the Proletariat. Code in the horizontal column, the heads are capital A, space capital B, space capital C, space capital D. Under the head capital A in the vertical column against serial number A3, B1, C3 and D1. Under the head capital B in the vertical column against serial number A4, B2, C2 and D4. Under the head capital C again in the vertical column against serial number A1, B3, C1 and D3. Under the head capital D in the vertical column against serial number A2, B4, C4 and D2. The correct answer is A. That is under the head capital A, 18th Brumaire of Louis Bonaparte. 3, that is Analysis of Politics. Under the head capital B, Paris Commune. 4, that is Dictatorship of the Proletariat. Under the head capital C, Grand Risset. 1, that is Method. Under the head capital D, Poverty of Philosophy. 2, that is Critique of Utopian Socialism. Exercise 110. Who among the following has had identified rule making, rule application and rule adjudication as 3 authoritative governmental functions? A. Almond and Coleman. B. Robert Dahl. C. Harold J. Laswell and D. David Eston. The correct answer is A, that is Almond and Coleman. Exercise 111. Which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? A. Structural functional approach, Bosanquet. B. Behavioral approach, Charles Merriam. C. Conflict approach, Seymour Lipset. And D. Marxist approach, Jacques Derrida. The correct answer is B, that is behavioral approach, Charles Merriam. Exercise 112. In Marxist thought, the concept of hegemony is closely associated with whom among the following? A. F. Engels. B. Rosa Luxemburg. C. A. Gramsci and D. Mao Zedong. The correct answer is C, that is A. Gramsci. Political Science, Model Paper 7, page T7.16. Exercise 113. Who among the following appoints the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee? A. Union Minister of Finance. B. Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha. C. Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. D. Speaker of Lok Sabha. The correct answer is D, that is Speaker of Lok Sabha. Exercise 114. Who among the following scrutinizes the report of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? A. Public Accounts Committee. B. Department of Expenditure, Union Ministry of Finance. C. Comptroller General of Accounts. D. Cabinet Secretariat. The correct answer is A, that is Public Accounts Committee. Exercise 115. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. Under the head list 1 subject, in the vertical column against serial number A, Annual Financial Statement. Serial number capital B, Supplementary, Additional or Excess Grants. Serial number capital C, Appropriation Bill. Serial number capital D, Definition of Money Bills. Money Bills is within inverted comma. Under list 2, Article of the Constitution of India. 1. Article 110. 2. Article 112. 3. Article 114 and 4. Article 115. Code in the horizontal column, in the heads are capital A, space capital B, space capital C, space capital D. Under the head capital A, in the vertical column against serial number A2, B1, C2 and D1. Under the head capital B, in the vertical column against serial number A3, B4, C4 and D3. Under the head capital C, in the vertical column against serial number A4, B3, C3 and D4. Under the head capital D, in the vertical column against serial number A1, B2, C1 and D2. The correct answer is C, that is under the head capital A, Annual Financial Statement. 2, that is Article 112. Under the head capital B, supplementary, additional or excess grants, 4, that is Article 115. Under the head capital C, appropriation bill, 3, that is Article 114. Under the head capital T, that is definition of within inverted comma money bills, 1, that is Article 110. Exercise 116. Which article of the Commission of India directs the state to make effective provision for securing the right to work? A. Article 16, B. Article 38, C. Article 41, and D. Article 43. The correct answer is C, that is Article 41. Exercise 117. Consider the following statement. 1. An amendment of the Constitution of India can be initiated by the introduction of a bill only in the Lok Sabha. 2. The bill for amendment of the Constitution of India has to be passed in each house by a majority of the total membership of that house and by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members of that house present and voting. Which of the statements given above is are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, and D. neither 1 and 2. The correct answer is B, that is 2 only. 2 represents the bill for amendment of the Constitution of India has to be passed in each house by a majority of the total membership of that house and by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members of that house present and voting. Exercise 118. If an amendment of the Constitution of India seeks to make any change in certain items, the amendment requires to be ratified by the legislatures of not less than 1/2 of the states before the bill making provision for such amendment is presented to the President for assent. Which of the following are those items? 1. Representation of states in Parliament. 2. Any of the lists in the 7th schedule. 3. Manner of election of the President of India. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is B, that is 2 and 3 only. 2 means any of the lists in the 7th schedule. 3. Manner of election of the President of India. Exercise 119. If a member of either House of Parliament is without the permission of the House absent from all meetings thereof for more than a certain period, the House may declare his seat vacant. What is the duration of this period? A. 60 days, B. 45 days, C. 30 days, and D. 15 days. The correct answer is A, that is 60 days. Exercise 120. Consider the following statements. 1. The first National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes was constituted in the year 1992. 2. The first National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes was constituted under the Constitution within bracket 65th Amendment bracket closed Act. 3. A. Hanuman Thappa was the chairman of the first National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, and D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is A, that is 1 and 2 only. 1. The first National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes was constituted in the year 1992. 2. The first National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes was constituted under the Constitution 65th Amendment Act. Thus, the end of recording of political science written by N.D. Arora and published by McGraw-Hill Education WE series for state civil services and other competitive examinations.